All right, allow me to clarify because you don't understand. All right, lately I just saw Mr. Young after being paranoid from not being able to see a single bit of Life of Boys. Okay, literally from Pojo all the way to Lionel. All right, you need to understand more about this current situation. Okay. Alright, because there are dogs there do matters that go on in domestic bonds, okay? Literally, like there are two sides to the field, literally, that involve tricks and Snickers, alright? Literally, I know specifically what side fucking Chris is. Literally, if you listen to what touch, some people actually fucking lose the touch. Literally, since I have Asperger's, literally there's a scale that goes from left to right. Literally, I'm like, okay, so it's gotta be the left side. Literally, even if it's gay, literally I have, 200 layers. And he does it, unpredictable tip, but not by me, literally, because he goes to the other end, literally, a person, but he surprises me, but it's still the other one where I can capture. So it's true. It's completely fucking true. So yes, literally, if you're LC and you're looking at this, all right, that means, literally, I know the interior, I know the inner score, this and that when you see your product, literally, but nobody goes up and down. And going up and down is a big problem, guys, because up and down is a rule of rap, but it's also a rule, of how you can get caught, back when you're insanely popular, alright? So I want to clarify something. I need you to understand that I knew that Omar's partners look just like the Jonas Brothers. It's something I don't, like to say. Nagi is annoying, but you need to understand something, okay? Because, he had friends, literally, that full on went out with Abby, literally, all the way back in Kennedy. It's true. It's completely fucking true, literally, that, people were denying that he had, more social skills when he came to shit. He had friends ever since, he was 3 years old, but there's more to it, okay? Literally, the truth of it, literally, is that he was more advanced all around, alright? Literally, but that is due to what am I telling you? Going wider, why are you literally staying far away from 1/5, literally, doing something excellent, amazing, literally, even though the game is a fucking contradiction, you want me to hop on back in the old storm, hell fucking no, alright? Anyway. Even though you don't understand, literally, see how the war really about how that scores, really don't even care about that shit. They block it out with algorithm. You go algorithm, they go algorithm to block it. They yell raid, they yell fucking look at this, they yell anything to fucking block that shit. Literally, I've seen gangsters fool spam nothing but disability this entire quarantine. It's stupid. And there's one thing that you need to understand, okay? As far as, me telling you something, you need to understand, on Nagi, now, Mr. Pledger did the exact same thing. He went through the exact same thing, and so don't act like it wasn't special. In fact, he did way more than me, all right? He may lie. He may do this, and that, but, deep down, Lily Joe was a soft dude, all right? Mr. Pledger has, tried to hard to fit in way more than me. That's why I said clarify. The reason why I'm doing this, guys, okay, is because I'm gonna, make a video later on about, how to be a player, all right? So after, you get through this bullshit, you have to understand there's a jack of all trades that comes into play. It has to do something with muscle, something, my friend, Good Life Kanye West Lily has, a big problem with, busting around Wisconsin community back in the day. But anyway, fucking, there's videos about inner details that you don't want to understand, that you want to, overthrow where a gangster like Sonny. How Sonny was super bright, literally, he was fucking cream on shit. Sonny literally was fired than me. Not fired than me, but just as fine as me back in the day. But, when he raped, literally, he had an addiction from women that actually showed. Literally, there are actually things that turn you off, literally, when you look at, say, literally, the old world. Literally, I thought a lot wire, literally, he automatically makes your face come, literally, but it's something that makes you understand. And he had the face, literally, to match my grandfather, Walter, Banks, and Sonny was the junior. Alright? And what ends up happening is that, I end up comparing Garlic Jr.'s, globe to Captain Planet, and you don't understand, this is very, big, because what you do is you cut shit off, we just had, a voice modulator in the pool, alright, literally, because, what they do is they go voice, so what happened was I tied, because the lesbian cops don't want to, they don't want to ancestor grabs, literally, that's why, attack autism by people, so literally, what happened, literally, when they did their alarm for being over top and stuff aside, we tied, why, because mine was developed, why, because I grabbed, and you ignore everything, and just, flat out was there, I'm like, man, so I'm like, literally, I just said right now, remember the group home, literally, how you started watching all the slice of life I had made, literally, cool, Luke shit, he was gonna be there, I just did all that, alright, literally, it's true. It's crazy, alright, Lily, and that goes direct from fucking Pagoda, alright, Lily, she dissolved just like the fucking cold cream of ice cream, and it's true. I'm very clarifying for this video, what you don't understand, okay? Lily, is that Shannon, Lily is the thing, and Raina, Lily, Raina's mom, is a bigger thing. Okay, literally because her hair. If you don't understand, Raina has a long nose. Brown hair. A normal fucking white girl's nose. All right, any fucking way. So it looks like multiple fucking people, all right? Lily, and, you know, her mom was a whole breed of people, and her mom, Lily, was desperate just like her, but she did tut after tut in front of his dad, in front of her dad. Anyway, fucking, there people want me to explain everything. If you want me to explain everything, it's through cringe, because I do a lot of vibe, Lily, and reading, you know, people's movements is a motherfucker, all right? That's why part of this video is that, you know, going through a blood gang, being popular is more serious, like we killed in order to do that shit, and that Lily, all people all up over you is common sense. They never fall for this shit for my family, Lily. That's all on fucking blood, all right, Lily. So what ends up happening is we go AKs and go this is that, but shit that isn't worth really. That's for the fact that people are all over you and stupid. All right. Now, there's a thing. You see, and you know, forgot to pay up. Lily, that's another fucking thing. And a rule I do about hole in the hood, Lily, is if you don't actually give it up, Lily, you get into trouble because a pimp comes after you with a gun. You stupid motherfucker, Lily. Because Lily, if you pretend to give it up and you play a whole bunch of games, Lily, a pimp will override who actually fucking gets it, and will tell you if you don't give it up, you're putting yourself in danger. All right, Lily. So there's a thing. So if you're actually, you know, playing around, you know, with S and A, you know, T and A, Lily, and you don't give it up, you know, you're playing with danger. You're playing with fire. All right, and you're also being more of a square because you're not putting yourself in a situation that's dangerous. All right, Lily. So you're not getting away from a street statement there, and you know, and it's true. It's very fucking true. Because what you know, fail to realize the most, okay, Lily, is that you know, back in the day I used to play a game, all right, because Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Lily, the dub is for people, you know, 1 through 7, but you know, with cops, what they do is they keep people within grade for intellect, all right, Lily. Remember, Lily, I would use that tool to get over the cops, you know, color this is that, but where did my shit stop? My shit stopped the day that they, you know, never mind, all right, never fucking mind. Just remember, I used to make, you know, whole Teen Titans designs, you know, before, you know, and there's something, you know, really you have to figure out, Lily. This banana, Lily, didn't see lost the game so us today, Lily. This is a bamboo stick, okay, Lily. It's crazy, Lily. This is the custom shit that they actually show you, Lily. That you get the twomp one time, Lily. You don't get any validation. Up and down is important, guys, because I connected up and down to Lily professionalism, okay, Lily, and that's another thing I know, Lily. You get your shit that I get out, and the reason why this video is so important, guys, is because the jobs that I had were defying of my social signal to why I had to become a victim. All right, Lily. You see how Lily this is all about the coordination. Now we took multiple coordination, Lily, in order to get Juliet, Jacqueline, all those fucking bitches at John's Incredible Pizza on you, Lily, and now you can't make the excuse for He-Man. You see, that's what this video is all about, Lily. This is the fucking inner shit, and that's what people ignore in order to get to me, guys. Lily, you know what's gonna happen, Lily, when you stop being gangster, Lily, with the complete fucking one tone. You start going out to other urges of society. You can't do that, Lily, because you don't you don't listen to our music. Because it's gonna end up happening. You're gonna get more bigger deaths, guys, Lily. And just like I told you again in this video, Shannon looks like multiple people.